Next, let's queer up entertainment. The Tonys are still the queerest TV show ever, and here's the proof. The 77th annual Tony Awards ceremony, held at Lincoln Center in New York City Sunday, celebrated the best of Broadway's 2023-2024 season. Hosted by the talented lesbian actress Ariana DeBose for the third consecutive year, the evening honored outstanding performances and productions. Among the nominees this year were several LGBTQ+ individuals and productions featuring queer themes, such as lesbian icon Sarah Paulson for her portrayal of Toni in Appropriate. Gay actor Jonathan Groff was nominated for his role in Merrily We Roll Along. The musical Illinoise, a reimagining of queer artist Sufjan Stevens' album by the same name, received 4 nominations. LGBTQ+ performers Maleah Joi Moon and Brandon Victor Dixon were nominated for their roles in Hell's Kitchen. Shoshana Bean, an outspoken LGBTQ+ advocate, received a nomination too. You'll remember Bean performed this year with Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida at Hard Rock Live. The representation did not stop the nominations only, as the LGBTQ+ community ended up celebrating several wins. Sarah Paulson took home the award for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role. Jonathan Groff won Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role in a Musical. And Maleah Joi Moon won for Best Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Musical. The Tony Awards were streamed live on the CBS and Paramount Plus in the U.S., showcasing the outstanding talent and tremendous diversity of the Broadway community. The Tony Awards broadcast, also known as Gay Christmas, come on, you guys, you know what rarely disappoints. Right. And let's not forget to mention 2 other gay icons, multi-hyphenates, Billy Porter, who received the non-competitive philanthropic Isabel Stevenson Award, and George C. Wolfe was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award in theater from Tony Awards also. On a humorous note, the gays also didn't hold back on social media, especially when it came to Hillary Clinton's choice of donning that bedazzled caftan.
Was it bad? Was it bad?
When she was there to introduce a musical number for Suffs. But nevertheless, she looked glamorous.
Aww, okay. Well, I have to ask Terry, because I was like, Terry, did you see the whole thing? I did the pre-Tonys, I did the post-Tonys. I even saw when Billy Porter smelled his armpit. I was like, what? What were the gayest parts, you think? I mean, I know as a whole it's one of the gayest nights, but what stood out to you, Ter?
Phenomenal performances. Phenomenal performances. Several of these musicals and plays I had not seen yet, but now I'm like ready to run back to New York and see them all. Right? There's so much about LGBTQ stories and life in a lot of these plays. Alicia Keys' Hell's Kitchen, that performance was phenomenal. It had her and Jay-Z, and the crowd went crazy.
And her with no makeup. Why? It's not fair. It's not fair.
And still stunning.
Beautiful. Gorgeous.
Right.
Gorgeous.
It was an incredible show.
Well, and can we talk about Ariana DeBose? She is just so gorgeous and so beautiful. And I want to...
What you call a triple threat.
She is a triple threat. She really is. And I want to make the correction, because she identifies as a queer Afro-Latina. Okay, so I want to make sure that that's said correctly, because, you know, I would be mad if somebody called me something else, right? So, and, you know, so you're an Afro-Latino.
Yes.
Right? You know?
Listen.
It's like looking in the mirror.
I'm in love, like, to be honest with you. Like, listen, if I would go straight whatever she wants, queer, whatever. Like, she is stunning. I'd be all over it. I mean, she's gorgeous and did such a great job. You know, I watched some highlights from it, and just such an amazing person. For a great light, and I'm glad that our community is like highlighted to have representation.
What I think what's fantastic also is that theater and theater folk, we've always been gay, and we've always been gay.
Yes.
It's just now becoming more, oddly enough, not just acceptable, but more celebrated.
Celebrated.
Yeah.
And more outwardly separated,
Yeah,
celebrated,
love that.
Yeah.
as opposed to just being kind of like, oh yeah, they were gay, the gay ones, they're doing the hair,
sure.
of course he's gay, so it's
But it's out in the
a
open.
new day.
Yeah.
Thank
Part of
God.
the conversation a lot
It's part
more.
of the
Yeah.
conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
And
we're at the table.
And because we're in the
script,
we're in the story.
directing.
We're in the story.
Yeah.
And we're in the
it is
stories.
spotlight.
The stories are our stories,
That's right.
you know?
Yeah.
And it's
And
amazing
not
how
just- and not just-
modern the nominees this year, the Sufjan Stevens thing,
Yes.
stereophonic,
Yeah.
very modern, like super hip.
Yeah.
And the Alicia Keys show, I mean, this makes me really
Alicia.
happy.
And also much
modern
more diverse and inclusive.
Yes.
Saying that as a white cis man,
No,
it's
but-
such a relief, and it's
Yeah.
so pleasant to see everyone celebrated.
Yeah.
The play that won for Best Play, the gentleman who wrote the book is African American, and he literally highlighted his husband, and so the camera went right to his
Oh, I
husband.
love
so now
that.
that's all over social
I
media
love
too,
that. I
right?
love
That's
that.
an incredible moment. For
It
us.
really is, but it also makes me sad because in the same breath, I remember I had just recently read about the government funding that was being taken away from
Yes.
arts
Arts.
and cultural events here in South Florida.
32 million, I think it is.
Absolutely.
32 million.
And I was like, I mean, that's our love. That's our foundation. I remember being a kid in New York and cutting school to go to Broadway, right? That's where I saw other queers. That's where I saw myself when I didn't see myself on TV. It was on a Broadway stage, I mean, go watch the Tonys. It was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.